Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel AgriAddict. So this is the most demanding video from our students of plant sciences, and I took a lot of time for coming up with this video, and finally I'm here and I'll be discussing about the plant pathology, the entire subject, and trying to break down each of these topics in the subjects so that it will be very easy and convenient for you people to prepare for plant pathology under plant sciences for ICAR PG exam. Okay, and I'm very much happy that I'm starting full-length videos on a smart board with my subject, which is plant sciences. So stick with me until the end of the video to get a complete benefit. Plus there is some bonus which I will reveal at the end of the video. So watch the complete video to get the bonus. So let's get started. So in this video we are going to start with the plant pathology made easy. So if you are not aware of the fact, so I have made the similar videos for genetics, similar videos for the plant breeding, the similar video for seed science, that is genetic made easy, plant breeding made easy, and seed science made easy. So now I am with the plant pathology made easy, where I'll be starting with what are the books that you have to refer, what are the options, and next what are the topics that are mandatory, compulsory, and the optional which you can skip, and what kind of plan you have to make for the subjects which will definitely help you to crack these exams with the best rank. So that's what we are going to discuss in this video. Firstly, so I always say in this every video, no matter like whichever exams you are going to take, syllabus becomes very much important. You should be analyzing the entire syllabus completely before preparing for any exams. Coming to the plant sciences, I have already told you many times like how you can analyze this. So here now today in this entire plant sciences syllabus, so this is for the plant sciences. Here this we are only concentrating on plant pathology. Rest of all of these things are mentioned in the other videos. In the description box I'll also make all the links available. So I have started with A to Z for plant sciences, where I have covered each and everything that is needed to be known for you people if you are going to write this exam in any of the upcoming years like 2025, 2026, or any upcoming years. So those things are very much necessary to know, starting with the eligibility till the books, till the exam, like how whole process goes. Everything is clearly everything is clearly explained in that video. So if you have not yet watched that video, go and watch it. The link will be available in the description box. Next, genetics made easy, plant breeding made easy, and seed science made easy. So all those videos links will be also available in the description. If you have not yet watched it, please watch it. That will be definitely useful to crack these exams with the best rank. Okay, so coming back, so we'll be discussing about the plant pathology here, and we will be seeing so what are the topics that are mentioned in these 4 different units. Right, let's start in the unit 1. So in the unit 1, if you just closely observe, there is no direct topics that are being mentioned about plant pathology, right? But just observe this carefully. Basic principles of crop production, cultivation of some of the important crop names is mentioned here till mango. Whether directly or indirectly, the crop production principles also includes disease management. So when it comes to the disease management, the plant pathology comes into play. So you can get any kind of questions from this section. So you have to be pre-prepared about entire thing of how the diseases are being managed, starting with the pathogens till its management, right? And also do not think that since they have mentioned only about some of the crops, only these crops are important, they will be only asking all the questions from these crops. So this is not the case. So if you analyze or if you see that papers from the previous year starting from 2020 to 2024 or latest, you can see that the questions will come from randomly from any of the crops. And if you list the most important crops in case of agriculture crops, it will be like only 25 to 30 that you have to be very thorough. Even in the 25 to 30, you can prioritize like top 10, top 15, like you have to go through with all the major pulses, all the oil seeds, all the cereals. So firstly, and next go for some of the very important vegetable crops, some of the very important fruit crops. So this is how you can differentiate and prioritize the crops before you go through it and read it, right? So now this is the first unit. In the second unit, you can see there is a clear mention about the major pests and diseases of. Again, they have only mentioned some of the crops. Again, here do not think that they will be only asking you about these crops. They can ask you of any crop. You can see the previous year papers, you will get a better understanding on it, what I'm trying to say. That means they can ask you any crop. Okay, this is related to the any crops which are related to the agriculture, right? Not any crop, not the wild, the agriculture crops. Okay, so that's why you have to at least make a list of 25 to 30 crops which are under the agriculture production, then you have to know like the each diseases that is causing in these crops and their complete list. That becomes important. So in the unit 3, so what is mentioned in the unit 3? So in the unit 3, you can start either with some of the topics overlaps with the microbiology and the plant pathology. For example, you can start with here the integrated disease management. This is entirely the plant pathology. And next, sterilization, disinfection, pasteurization, they are mostly of agriculture microbiology. And the course postulates, you will also read this in plant pathology, the etiological agents of rust. The rust, I'll tell you here only, the rust, the life cycle of this rust becomes very much important. Matter like you have gone through the other or not, but rust is the most important one. It's like mandatory, you can't skip it. Okay, next there are also the other diseases which are mentioned: powdery mildew, dolly mildew, smuts, wilts, yellow, mosaic, necrosis, lights, and witches. See, this covers most of the diseases. So no matter whether you read the complete pathology, complete the syllabus or not, that doesn't matter. But you have to be very sure that you at least cover all of these diseases, their important symptoms, their characteristics, their scientific names, like what kind of disease they cause and what is the causal organisms and its scientific name, and also the etiology, the epidemiology, and lastly the management. Plus I will also tell you what are the other things in case of pathogens. So these are the certain things which you should be taking care of and which you should observe in case of syllabus copy. Next, other than that, in the unit 4, you do not see anything about the plant pathology, so you can skip it. So majorly, so what is there in the syllabus? It's about the major pests and diseases of the agriculture crops that you have to know. Plus, there is a specific mention of post postulates, which is very, very important. Okay, let's move forward. Now, we have made a complete analysis of what are the number of questions which are asked in the previous year, starting with 2020 till 2024. This is available for the plant sciences and this is also available for all other subjects. So this will be made available in our online master course currently going on. So this PDF students will be getting. Now here you can see, you can also take the screenshot, not an issue. So starting with genetics, plant breeding, seed science, plant pathology, microbiology, agronomy, all the subjects on which the questions have come in the previous year have been listed here. Now we'll concentrate on the plant pathology. So in the plant pathology, if you just average it, the number of questions which is asked in the previous year starting from 2020 to 2024, you can see at least on an average 27 to 30 have been asked. Okay, every year out of 120 questions, you are at least getting 25 to 30 questions approx. This is the number of questions that you will be getting. So 25 into 4 is almost like 100 marks you can score from plant pathology. That's why apart from genetics and plant breeding, so this is the most important subject under plant sciences. Rest are very minor, or including microbiology and also the seed science. This is also minor, and these three subjects, which is genetics, plant breeding, and plant pathology, are considered as the primary. So whenever you start your preparation, you have to obviously start with the genetics, then go for plant breeding and simultaneously take the plant pathology, or you finish the breeding and go for plant pathology. So this is the overall weightage. So we have known the weightage now. It is about like 25 to 30 questions can be asked in the exam every year of ICAR PG. Right? Okay. Next. So this is also for other subjects that are included, and also the numbers are available here. Now let's come to the books. See, when we talk about books, there you might get the names of many books that you will get to read for plant pathology for all subjects. And when it comes to plant pathology also, so you might hear so many names from your seniors, like your seniors might suggest like so many books that they have referred. Yes, like the books they are referring or they are suggesting you, it might be helpful, but when it comes to the competitive exams like entrance exams, you can't actually invest time in reading all of the books which are available. You have to stick to minimum resources or keep your resources limited and try to take the maximum benefit out of it. So in that, following that trend, so you can keep these books. That's it, nothing more than that. First one is like D-Allies. This is important. Many do not follow it. So if you have a time now, you can follow this, or if you are like short of time, you can skip that book for now if you are for giving your exams for 2025. But if you're giving your exams for 2026 and later, I would definitely recommend to go with this book. Okay. Next, the very important book that each one of you must be knowing, it is H.C. Dubey, the textbook of bacteria, fungi and virus by H.C. Dubey. And this book is like of 2023 edition. So I guess like many of you have the book which is of 2017 2016 edition. So please make sure that you upgrade to the latest one which is available in the internet and read from it. Not many things will be changed from the previous editions, but still it is always good to upgrade yourself and go for the latest one. Fine. And other than that, so a lot of you ask about the objectives, sir, like which book to follow for objectives. There is one book which has been followed from so many years, like even we followed the same book while we are preparing for the plant sciences. It is Plant Pathology at a Glance by P. Bhattacharya, Kumar Bhattacharya, right? But I would not recommend to entirely follow this objectives. See, there are so many questions which you feel that you never read, you have never read in any of the books, which you feel that after attending the objectives from this book, many a times you feel that okay, I have not a good grip on the subject, like you will lose the confidence. That's what I mean to say, right? So I would not recommend you to entirely go with this book. Only try to get some of the important things from the book which is available. See, some of the tables, some of the appendices that is available in the book, and some of the simple questions which you feel are relevant. You only solve those questions and you can leave rest of them. Okay, do not solely dependent on this book for the objectives. That's not necessary. And so one treasure for the ICAR PG exams, I should say this is Angro notes. See, for all subjects you get these notes which are already compiled, but for plant pathology the problem is like it is not updated. When it comes to the classification, when it comes to the taxonomy, things are not clearly updated. So that is the one problem with this. Other than that, this note is also the best for preparing for the ICAR PG exams. So wherever the content is not updated, you have to skip those part. Like for example, in case of classification, in case of naming, in case of certain diseases, so the overall classification trend like have been changed. It will be obviously dynamic and it will be upgraded, like upgraded or updated time to time. So you can't completely rely on this material, but the basic principles, so that will be covered very nicely, and some of the important diseases which are always there, so that can be covered from this book, from this material. So this notes is available, in their official website. So I'll be also giving you the link for this notes. You can download it and you can read it completely. Don't skip anything, read the entire material completely. I think there are a total of 4 PDFs which are available. 4 PDFs are available. You just try to read it completely. That will be all definitely helpful. But for this last 30 days, since you have your exams on July 3rd, whoever is writing the exam in 2025, for you people, if you have gone through it, it's well and good. If you are not gone through it, still I feel that you can still cover this in another 4 to 5 days. 4 PDFs can be covered in another 4 to 5 days if you are like strictly following the time and being disciplined and trying to read it for 8 to 10 hours per day. Then I feel like you can cover this book, and covering this material will be helpful for your exams. So if you are able to do it, please do it and cover this book. And that's it. These are the list of books for the plant pathology what you have to go through. Then what are the other things that you have to concentrate on? See, other than the materials which I have mentioned, so other things which will help you in your preparation is obviously your university notes or class notes. So if you have any university notes, like if you are studying in universities and you have your own notes, always keep it with you, and this will be useful for your preparation. And other than the university notes, if you have made of the manuals notes, it also includes this manuals that are given, so that is also important. Please also read from these things. So that will cover most of the syllabus for the plant pathology. Whatever questions they will ask, so that will be covered with these materials. Keep your sources limited, and within these limited sources, discuss each and everything, clarify your concept, keep no doubt on anything, it might be the classification, it might be the diseases, have a complete clarity. That is more than sufficient. Okay, now I will try to break the topics and tell you like how you can proceed to prepare for this plant pathology topics. Okay, now how to do it? So just for the ease and convenience, like you can just divide it into 4 different parts or 4 different. Okay. First one, start with the history. First, start with the history of pathogens. So here pathogens, when I write pathogens, it obviously includes bacteria, virus, plus fungi mainly, plus all other microorganisms. So what you have to concentrate in this history of pathogens. So in this history of pathogens, you start with the characteristics of all these microorganisms. You have to be very thorough with the characteristics. Second important thing is classification. And in all of these microorganisms, classification of fungi is very important. And also I know it's very confusing. So you have to be very thorough with this classification of fungi plus all the bacteria and virus, but the fungi becomes most important. Next, you have to be very sure about the symptoms that these causal organisms have, the designated symptoms that becomes important, and the spores, whether it provides the sexual spores or the asexual spores, and the name of the spores it produces, plus the life cycle. If the life cycle is prominently mentioned of any of this, you have to be thorough with this life cycle of this microorganisms, and mainly it is for the fungi. Okay, this you have to follow and cover for all of these microorganisms. So that covers the pathogens. Plus, you have to start with the history, like how the plant pathology started and what are the different events because of which this evolved as a new branch and separate branch, and how the studies have been done. Starting from the starting, you have to be very thorough with the history part. That completes your entire history of plant pathogens. So next, apart from this, the next second unit, so I'll list the units here. Short form, I'll first list the units and let's discuss each one of them in detail. Okay. First one, I told you about the history of pathogens, right? Second thing, second and third, you can differentiate it as the diseases of the agriculture crops and diseases of horticulture crops. And last is about IDM, integrated disease management. Okay, you can divide the entire plant pathology into these 4 different parts, plus you can also go into the one more, which is genetics. What is genetics? Genetics of plant pathology. There are genetics, some of the concepts which are related to the genetics in plant pathology, that you can categorize into the last one, where there is a connection between the genetics and the plant pathology, that you can refer from here. These are the 4 different parts. So here I told you about the history of plant pathology, like what are the things that you have to cover. Next, when it comes to the diseases, I'll tell you a very simple shortcut here. See, first thing, list out all the diseases. Of all the diseases for the important crops. Make a list of important crops. Will be mostly a maximum, it will be of 25 to 30. Now, when you make the list, make the list of diseases. For example, in case of rice, start with the blast and make the list of not only the fungal diseases, all diseases, viral diseases, bacterial diseases, make all the list and go for the causal organism. Next, go for the designated symptoms if it has any. And next, primary source of inoculum. Next, like etiology, you can consider this in etiology and go also check the epidemiology. Etiology, epidemiology, last one you can make it as management. What are the management practices which are available, whether it is cultural, whether it is mechanical, or whether it is like with the use of chemicals. So just make sure that you know about the disease, you know the causal agent, and you know the primary source of inoculum and the overall etiology and epidemiology plus the management. Apart from this, I left one more thing, which is the sexual spores or the asexual. If you are able to list all of these things, characteristics, and make a one good table, then most of the things from the diseases of agriculture and horticulture crops is done. And here also you can divide it as Kharif and Rabi for a better understanding, and you can make the list. Once you make the list, your job is to just revise it from time to time, discuss it with your friends, and also like whenever you visit the fields, you just see some of, like you will be getting to see some of the diseases in practical, just observe the symptoms and also get to know how they are managed. So this is how you can enrich your knowledge in this subject, because it's not a one night game. You can't really read everything and try to remember it. You have to practically discuss, you have to practically see. That's how you will be able to remember most of the things from this subject. Lastly, IDM. So that was almost included in the management, but still we have certain characteristic management practices that are taken place, that are taken, so that those things becomes important. So try to cover this. This is available as a separate what do you call, sub section or subject in case of Angro material. In case of Angro, this is separate, available separate as a PDF. One full PDF is available for this, so which you can download and cover it. Next, the genetics of plant pathology. Most of the things you cannot cover in the books which I mentioned. So either you have to go with the class notes or you can rely on the Anglo material. And I did not tell anything about the master course. So if you feel that this is very complex, so you can't do it on your own, then you have a backup that you can enroll our online master course, where each of these things have been clearly explained in detail, and also we have compiled the materials from the different sources. We have not restricted ourselves to only 3 books which I have mentioned here. So why I have mentioned only 3 books for you? To make sure that you keep the resources limited and but get the maximum benefit. But while we are teaching and while we have compiled the notes, we have not limited to only these 3 books. We have compiled with RS Singh also. We have used some other resources. We have used the materials like the teaching that we have got in our MSc, PhD. Everything is included and is compiled in the form of PDF, and that is what you will get. That is what we teach in our online master course. So even in this 30 days, the 30 to 40 days, whatever time is left, still you can definitely cover and crack these exams. So if you are wanting some guidance, wanting some prepared materials, and you want to see the video lectures, then online master course is the best one-stop solution for you. So you can enroll our online course. The links are available in the description box, so which will definitely help you to clear all of these things at one go. Okay, so this is about the plant pathology subjects. But still, apart from this, whatever I have said, if you are not convinced, you want detail of each and every topic, for starting with the milestone in plant pathology, the history part till the end, then for each of it we have discussed, we have mentioned what are the most important things and what are the mandatory things, right? So for each of this you have the things like from which book you can read, and what are the resources available, and what you have to read from these topics. Everything is mentioned. So this entire PDF will be available to all our master course students. Plus it is not only for the master course students. We have included, along with this, we have included the objective book also. Like if you are not, as I told you, like don't cover fully, but what to cover from this book, we have mentioned it clearly. So go through this once, right? Next, I was talking about the PDF, right? So this PDF will be not only available for the master course students, we will be making it available for all our learners from the YouTube also. I'll tell you about it shortly. Now, along with this, you also get the topper suggestion. So who have topped these exams in the previous years, so we have compiled the suggestions of them and given it in the form of PDF. So reading this, you will be able to analyze, okay, this is how it has to be read, this is how you have to take it, right? So this will be also useful to you. So now how to get this? So before I tell you about the PDF, I'll tell you about the online course. See, in the online course, if you are preparing for these exams, and in this plant pathology course, see, you can see the list of content which we are given. So this is the class and this is the PDF. Class and PDF. So everything is available from A to Z of plant pathology, where we have covered starting from the history till the genetics of plant pathology. Till here we have covered everything. It consists of around 40 to 50 classes which are already present in the form of recorded form for the 2025 students. And if you are preparing for any upcoming batch for 2026, 2027 or in the later years, every year we come up with the online master course. We come up with the 2 different types of batches. One is target batch, valid for 1 year, foundation batch, valid for 2 years. Like if you are preparing from 3rd year only, you can take the foundation batch. If you are preparing for 4th year, you can take the target batch. So in each of the batch, every year there will be a live classes where we'll be covering these things plus the updated content based on that year particular paper which is asked, right? So now PDF, how to get this PDF? So if you want this PDF, you already know like what to do, right? So if you don't know it, so just text us on this below displayed WhatsApp number. So you have to just complete few simple tasks, then we will be sharing this PDF to you, which you can take a printout, keep it with you and analyze it and make a good use of it, right? So I hope like this video is informative to all of you who are preparing for this ICAR PG in exam in 2025, 2026, 2027 or in the later years. No matter like when you watch this video, you should be very clear that what you have to read, what is important, what books are sufficient or what books are necessary, and from each of the topics what you have to read and what can be skipped, right? Apart from this, we also have like online mock test bundle. So if you are already preparing by yourself or you're doing your self study, you are very thorough with your subject, but still the mock tests are very much important to evaluate yourself. If you have not yet attended any of the mock tests, I would definitely recommend you go and enroll our online mock test bundle for the plant sciences subjects. So it is just available for 499, plus we have also given the coupon code with a discount mock boost, which will again give you extra 100 rupees off for the year 2025, which you can go and register. And there are almost like 50 plus mock tests which are available for the plant sciences, which you can attend, and all the doubts that you get from the questions you attend, you can clarify with our mentors in our app community or in the WhatsApp master group. So this is the one time opportunity. So if you take it, you can crack this exam in a better rank. And also if you are doing your self study, do well. I wish you all the best. See, whatever is possible from our end, we will be trying to keep it in on YouTube channel also for all our free learners. So this PDF we are giving to everyone. Just you have to message the number which is displayed on this screen. So we will provide you the PDF, which will definitely help you in cracking this exams. So if there are any other requirements, please let me know in the comment section. Just drop a comment on this video. If you want videos on any other topics, any other sections or any other subjects related to the plant sciences or any other subjects, so we'll be coming up with those videos very soon. Next, the next important thing would be like previous year paper discussions. Already like from 2020 to 2023, the complete previous year paper discussions for the plant sciences is available. So 2024 is yet to come. So that I will be uploading by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Definitely. Okay. So till then, read well, prepare well for the exams. Make sure that in the last 30 to 40 days, you do not lose your focus. Be disciplined. Trust me, even in this 30 to 40 days, even if you're starting now, you make a smart strategy of yours. Just see some of the videos that we have posted on how to like cover all the syllabus. Just watch this made easy kind of concepts that we have made in the YouTube that runs for like 20 to 30 minutes. Most of the things will be covered clear and you can clearly read it within 40 days, 30 to 40 days, and even crack these exams with a very good rank. And I'm sure that you will tell me that, sir, I have watched your made easy videos and I started my preparation and I got this rank. I'm very much thankful to you. So I'll be expecting this kind of replies and answers from you people after the exams. Read well, prepare well, and if there are any other requirements, please post it in the comment section. Thank you so much.